Many have asked how they can assist with the search. At this time, we are not asking for volunteers to assist. What we are asking is for residents to continue to share photos of Summer and information from credible sources. We know you have a lot of questions about the search area and the process. For that reason, Sheriff Lawson has arranged for Captain Tim Coop to elaborate on those efforts. He's with the Churchill Rescue Squad and is serving as the Incident Commander of Ground Search Operations. Tim?
We've utilized ground crews of 80 to 100 people of trained professionals. Aerial aviation search, both visual and FLIR. Medical THB. TBI assisting us with fixed wing. Multiple drones. And 4 different canine units. The day that she went missing, we searched from the time of notification until dark. We searched all day yesterday, resumed this morning, continue on throughout the rest of our operational period. Utilizing multiple ground crews, drones, fixed wing, and also helicopter with canines on standby. Some of the issues we're encountering with the search is the steep and dangerous terrain. With this steep and dangerous terrain, we're also experiencing, as you see behind us, very dense canopy coverage, including very dense ground cover.
Jeff Bobo with Kingsport Times News, and I'm at the staging grounds for the rescue effort for 5-year-old Summer Wells. This is the Mount Carmel Free Will Baptist Church, and just for the record, I'm in my car, but I've got my tripod, so I'm not breaking the law. I'm not breaking the hands-free law. But I just wanted to give you an idea of the territory, the grounds that they're covering here. This is the command post, command center, where they've been since Tuesday evening. And so from there, this is Beach Creek Road. This is basically the end of Beach Creek Road on the way to Sullivan County line. And I'm going to give you an idea of the terrain, the territory, the distance that we're talking about. The command post at the Mount Carmel Free Will Baptist Church on Beach Creek Road, that's where we just pulled out of. Now we're going about 45 miles an hour, and you'll see what the terrain looks like and how far it is to the Ben Hill Road area where Summer Wells was missing and where the rescue efforts are taking place. They had to make their command post at that church because there was enough flat ground and room for them to have all the rescuers come and park their vehicles. And they've been busing, for the most part, rescuers up here to Ben Hill Road, which we're approaching. As you can see, there's a lot of vacant ground, hayfield. There's not very many residences here. Very sparsely populated part of the county. I just came from the press conference, which is at another church, which is in Sullivan County, just over the Sullivan County line, at a church which is at the very dead end of Beach Creek Road, and we can continue on there. And just to give you an idea of what's going on, that's where the media has been staged. So they've got the media at the end of Beach Creek Road. Here we come. We're approaching Ben Hill Road. See the sign there, and you can see that over this mound here. This is that's it. And I can't stop because this is a blind curve, but now we're going to go ahead and continue on to the county line, just to give you an idea of where we're at. So as I said, we started at the command post at the Mount Carmel Free Will Baptist Church on Beach Creek Road. Now we just passed Ben Hill Road, which is where the home of Summer Wells and her family is, and where she went missing Tuesday evening. And we're approaching the Sullivan County line, just to give you an idea of what the geography of this community. Okay, there's the Sullivan County line right there. And then if you continue on, and you can see up ahead here, this is the dead end of Beach Creek Road, where the meteor is staged. And we just had a press conference with the TBI and Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson, and there was Churchill Rescue Squad Captain Tim Coop. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a helicopter flying up there, and I've been filming these helicopters. They've got rescue helicopters. Tennessee Highway Patrol has provided. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, so you can see that's the media center. If you can You can see over my rearview mirror. That's the media area, and we're gonna go ahead and sign off here. This is the Van Hill Road again, or Ben Hill Road, I'm sorry. And then here's the staging area, or the home base, I guess you'd call it. So, alright, I guess we'll head on back. I think there's nothing else I can do here.
Causing search efforts to become very difficult, taking extra time to cover these areas adequately, exhausting teams a lot quicker, in turn causing longer for these grounds to be covered, while allowing those teams for recovery and rehab. We have currently covered at this time at 1 mile from the residence last seen by ground and dog. Hopefully by the end of the day we will have covered 2 ground miles, assisting with THP expanding theirs to a minimum of 4 miles aerial aviation searching. As we continue, we will continually assist Hawkins County Sheriff's Department, TBI, and FBI with this search as long as they deem necessary. And as Leslie stated, at this time we are not asking for any public and or volunteers to assist in the search. A lot of people wonder why. Due to the extreme terrain, the nature of this, trying to locate her, trained professionals is what we need at this time to make sure that these residents don't become endangered and turn around and expand this issue with having to search for somebody else.
As we've stated before, the circumstances surrounding Summer's disappearance remain unclear. So if we do develop information that she was taken and we develop a suspect and a vehicle description, of course, we will share that with the public immediately. At this time, that's just not the case.
Her parents reported her missing right around 6:30 p.m.
But when was she, did they say when she was last seen? I know that she was reported missing around that time, or was she last seen earlier in the afternoon or the day even?
That time is varied because they were searching for their child themselves.
Hours of operation at this time are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We have, like Leslie stated yesterday, we have utilized at this time 19 different agencies throughout the state of Tennessee. We also have multiple agencies outside of our jurisdiction in burning states, and also expanding to Middle Tennessee to having these teams on standby.
Of course, the longer this goes, the more concerned we get. At this stage, we've received nearly 50 leads. None have panned out so far.
My father has a criminal history.
Can you elaborate on that?
I don't have it with me. Everybody's a person of interest till we find Summer. The most important thing is find Summer. That's what it's all about. That's why we're doing the ground searches, the aerial searches, and finding her is first and foremost.
Are you concerned that this could be an abduction at this point after so much time has passed?
Everything's on the table. I mean, we're looking at everything, crossing every T, dotting every I, and turning every stone. That's why we have 2 different operations. Captain's operation is search and rescue, and law enforcement operation is look into this incident and find Summer.
Is the father's criminal record irrelevant in this investigation?
No, sir. Captain, he can relate to that. As far as law enforcement, we can't hardly communicate at all on our radios, and cell phones are out of the question, but thanks to AT&T and Verizon, he can tell you about that. They've been a big help to us. Go ahead.
AT&T and Verizon both have bought cell phone service boosters to our command post to help try to utilize cell phone coverage.
This ranch gets weak, unreliable cell signal from the nearest cell tower located 15 miles away. The cell signal strength fluctuates so that every few sentences on a call are not heard with some calls dropped entirely. Where commercial coverage is spotty, there are options to improve coverage with a low-cost repeater system like this one. This setup increased the signal strength and reliability noticeably in the area pictured, providing reliable voice connection as well as increased data speeds. The repeater system picks up whatever cell signal is present from a carrier cell tower through the donor antenna. The booster amplifies it. The splitter sends the signal out over 2 cables up the pole to the server antennas, which project the boosted signal into the desired coverage area. The higher the server antennas can be placed, the further the signal will go. The solar panel installed above the enclosure and the 12-volt battery system inside independently power the booster. Depending on the strength of the signal to the donor antenna, the Cell-Fi Go X booster can reliably boost the cell signal within a mile and up to 3 miles. The Cell-Fi Go self-adjusts to avoid interference with commercial towers, making it the only FCC pre-approved booster in its class. Butler America Telecom took hundreds of cell signal readings to properly select the best location for the repeater system. The signal strength readings before and after the install show a dramatic increase in signal strength and quality. No more dropped calls or asking, "Can you hear me now?" Please contact Butler America Telecom for more information and to see if this solution could work for you.
Which is still very spotty for most of the area. Radio communication between ground crews and also aerial aviation has been very difficult due to the state that our radio system's in at this time. For ground crew operations, we're having to utilize anywhere from 4 to 6 different radio channels to make sure we have the coverage to where everybody's accounted for.
Real quick, when you said that the search area you covered was about a mile, did you mean a square mile or a radius around the residence?
That is going to be a radius from around the residence from the last point of her household.
Just to clarify, ground search efforts end around 8 o'clock. However, if we do receive any phone calls giving us a credible lead, we do follow up on those leads throughout the night.